yeah, if you guys like haven't heard, they're gonna be making a new Freddy Krueger movie, Nightmare on Elm Street. I don't know if it's gonna be like a different type of spin-off, a continuation of the 2009 spin-off. What am I saying? But spin-off of like the remix slash reboot of that type of Nightmare on Elm Street entry, or if it's gonna be this very canon of New Line Cinema continuing the actual mainline franchise. What do you guys think? Comment down below, like, comment, and of course subscribe to keep up to date with me and my pop culture nonsense of sorts. Be sure to follow, but stay lovely, of course. So like, yeah, though, I guess in my personal opinion, to talk about this in a sense of like casual horror movie lover of sorts, especially of the slasher franchise. I do love me, my final girls and final boys of the franchise. No, not franchise, the genres of sorts. But I really want to talk about this because I really love Nightmare on Elm Street. It's like my favorite entry into like imagination land, just the world of fiction itself, to give like the storyline greater meaning of sorts, you know what I'm saying? It's just like that type of supernatural genre of slasher films that can just really just do just about anything with its main point of their plots in each and every entry to give a big grandiose type of storyline of sorts, you know what I'm saying? But I said a lot, maybe not say too much, of course. But yeah, but I guess I kind of hope for it to be, number one, either another entry into like our canon franchise line that we have, or I did say when I found out about this with my babes being like, oh, I don't mind if they do like a sequel to like that spin-off 2009 reboot of sorts, but honestly I wouldn't mind it to be like a sequel, but it's like another spin-off in a sense of like, I guess say it's still continuation, but it doesn't really add any characters and stuff from the mainline series, but it's supposed to technically kind of be a continuation, but you know, they involve new characters, things that and so forth, or I guess you call that like a spin-off storyline where it's set in the same universe as, you know, Nancy Thompson's universe, but we're just focusing on different characters here and there, kind of like the Scream franchise. But even with the Scream franchise, they still go like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you know, for their entry lineup, while Nightmare on Elm Street, they don't have to do that number lineup if they're trying to like be like, it's in the same universe as Nancy Thompson's character, but new different characters. I would like to see that because honestly, if it's supposed to be like a reboot or anything like that, I don't mind it being like a requel, like reboot slash a sequel of sorts. But like, again, not trying to like overdo anything, like trying to like redo the original storyline of sorts. You know, they're just adding to the story. You know, kind of want to see something that's like adding to stories once again, you know what I'm saying? And not something where we have to fight about like, oh, is this better than the original, which I feel like another Nightmare on Elm Street wouldn't have to involve any of that type of nonsense of sorts. It can just be like its very own thing and just be adding to what's already there of the source materials of all the other entries and stuff. I don't know, to me, I love all of the entries. They're so fun-loving and cool from the 80s. Blast from the pastness. I know probably like a lot of people, they probably can't, you know, we see that for what it is in the sense of like, this is like the only series where when they talk about how the Chucky went from scary to funny or to fun, Freddy Krueger kind of pretty much does the same thing. And honestly, I feel like it keeps up its scares, but also I feel like it's like that campy fun humor that really aged very well, you know, like how the timing for all the comedic timing was, and how like when people were supposed to be scared, it felt like a very for kids fantasy horror like film set, even though it was supposed to have like gore factor. In a sense, like you can tell when the gore is not looking like gore, and sometimes for vanilla people out there who may have not seen gore that much and isn't really big movie, like scary movie fans and stuff like that, like horror movie fans, they may, you know, scream their head off at this type of gore. But it's very much like very PG-14-ish, very PG, you know, I don't know. It like goes in between the lines of mature and PG, where it's like, it's not too horrific. Of course, count out the 2009 version. Like now that's like in for mature type of R rating right there, because you can really see everything in the daylight of sorts of the effects. But when it comes to like the other entries, it's not too gory. I guess except for Dream Warriors, I forget the bit with the puppetry type of situation. But yeah, but besides that, I just really just love to ramble on about, you know, and theorize and create think about the Nightmare on Elm Street, you know, franchise in a nutshell. Hopefully y'all liked hearing me talk about it and it got your minds, y'all's gears are running. If y'all didn't even know about that either. So hopefully I was going to bring this information so you can do y'all's research into it, because like, just to let you know, I'm a light research person until the trailer drops, which probably won't drop until like maybe this month, next month, or towards the end of this month, of this year, honestly speaking, into the new year maybe. Who really knows? But if I saw that on IMDb with no poster design saying like a Nightmare on Elm Street is coming out, we may be seeing that very sooner than later. But besides that, y'all stay lovely as ever, okay? Like always, peace and love to everyone out there of the world. Here on the planet of the Earth we live on, of course, that we call Earth. And yeah, y'all stay lovely, and I will too, of course, as ever.